So today's focus was all about trying to swing inside out. I know that that's been one of my biggest issues is coming over the top. And after watching the video and kind of seeing the feedback, I noticed that pretty much all day I was still swinging over the top. I'm trying to train myself. I'm trying to tuck that right elbow. I tried the drill where you put the towel underneath that right elbow and just didn't seem to work. I kept dropping the towel, and 3 or 4 times I literally hit the ball directly in front of me. But I felt like I was making solid contact a few times. With this shot track, you can see a couple of the balls that look nice. That was my longer iron there. I kind of pulled it a little bit. But I felt like all day I was chunking shots. I just couldn't quite make solid contact. One thing that's pretty funny is every time I hit a good shot, I drop the club in my hand like it's a sword. I thought that was pretty cool. But you'll notice that my arms are just over the top. I just keep coming over the top. That right elbow is separated pretty far from my body, and I can't quite figure out how to keep it tight. There's me getting frustrated, walking away. At one point I throw my club, not very far, I just kind of drop it in front of me as I'm walking away. So I found out about this drill, looking at the Golf Academy app, and it's supposed to help you keep your body inside as you're turning and help that rotation to swing inside out, but did not seem to work for me at all. You're supposed to put toe to heel. I felt like a tackle while I was swinging this, but it's supposed to open up the hips, I think. I don't know, I'm trying to sound smart, but clearly it didn't work, so I went back to my normal shot. This was my best shot of the day. I don't know how to emulate it. I didn't know how to keep doing it, but clearly the draw happened, so we'll see. This is me practicing my chipping. I felt like I practiced it at Shanks a couple of times, and it definitely showed when I played on Sunday. A lot of times I leave myself short, left or right of the green, just because my aim isn't necessarily where it needs to be. So if I can practice chipping and get better at it, I can definitely shave some strokes. Hit a really good one right here, pretty close to the pin, so it felt pretty good, and I definitely got better with it. Got to be more consistent. Hit a couple of duffs, pulled this one. So today went okay, I guess. The irons, I just couldn't hit consistently. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened. I don't know what was in my head. I watched a couple of videos earlier today from some people, and I was probably trying to emulate what they said too much and not just getting up there and doing what I've been doing, because I've been hitting it well. I mean, it's been going okay. So I think the next time I come out, I just got to kind of free my mind, not really look at these videos, and just hit the ball the way that I think I know how. And I think the number one thing is the repetition. It's hard to continue to do the same thing over and over and over again, and you get frustrated when you want it to go the same way and it doesn't. It's a lot like being in the classroom, right? Like one time you'll do a lesson or a unit and it'll go great, it'll go perfect, and everybody will respond and they'll do well on the test, and you'll think that it is the best thing in the world, and then the next class will come in and they won't respond well to it, or they'll hate it, or it won't reach them. So I think that golf is a lot like that, where one time it'll work and then you do the same thing and you think you're doing the same thing and it just doesn't work. So repetition, continue to do that. I am so sweaty. That's called hard work, plus a football camp today. That's a lot. So keep trying to get better, keep at it, stick with it. I'm going to get into the 70s. Brandon's going to get me there. I'm going to get me there. And I just got to keep working and keep fighting and try and get where I need to get to. So hopefully y'all subscribe and continue to watch, and you can come with me and kind of overcome in this battle. I was talking with a guy today. He's a retired Air Force, 25 years, something like that, and he was astounded that I was hitting it so well with one eye and doing as well as I was, but he didn't see the bad shots. Wink, wink. And so it was kind of cool to be able to be that that positive view and people seeing that and understanding that I'm overcoming something and being able to do it. And that's 10 years of working at it and overcoming it and learning to live with it and learning what it's like and how to adapt and overcome it. So here I am 10 years later playing golf at Willow Creek Golf Club, but not actually playing golf. As I was driving down here, I was like, man, I was fighting the urge to just play golf and get out on the course, but instead I knew I had to get to the practice range and just hit balls. So that's new for me, trying to hit balls. I used to just go out on the course and play and try and do stuff differently out there, but it's so hard because you're hitting 3 or 4 different clubs per hole, and so you don't really get a chance to refine anything or focus on anything. If I'm hitting my driver well, I'll never hit anything above a 7-iron all day. So I need the range time, and I need to suck it up and do it and practice and get there. So shout outs to Brandon Worley, shout outs to Mom, love you, and my kids and my wife letting me do this. Join me on this journey. Let's go.